Some sad news to pass along this morning. The Artemis 1 rocket that NASA has, the first rocket that they're going to launch since 2011. That's when they had the final launch of the space shuttle. Well, they were going to launch Artemis 1, a new rocket that NASA has, to get to the moon and back. They had to scrub those rocket launches for today. And of course, that's just the one bad news story to pass along to you. So no final countdown. And it's pretty unfortunate. I think a lot of people were looking forward to it, but it's just not going to happen. So no final countdown today. They could possibly get that final countdown done sometime in September, maybe September 2nd. We shall see. But no NASA launch today. Another sad story to pass along this morning is that of Lake Point Grill. And they posted on their Facebook, for the past 15 years, Lake Point Grill has proudly served the Springfield and Chatham area communities. We are saddened to announce our permanent closure. Our final day to operate will be September 24th. We'd like to thank all of our customers for their continued patronage and our diligent staff, many who have been with us since day one, for all of their efforts and loyalty. We will be forever grateful and will miss all of the many friendships and loyal customers. It's tough news to take. Lake Point Grill is a fantastic place on that part of town to go and grab a nice sit-down meal with excellent service, quality food, and just a wonderful atmosphere. They have the outdoor dining. They have a large dining room area, the bar area, just wonderfully lit. The food's awesome. If you've never had their meatloaf, I strongly suggest you get that. It's delicious. But also, great seafood. They have this jambalaya that's really good. A seafood pasta that Megan and I get when we go there. So it's sad to see that another eatery in the Springfield area, especially that part of town, is not going to be in operation after a handful of weeks here. So I want to hear from you. What are some of those eateries that you miss? Or what are some eateries that you encourage people to go check out before they make some kind of announcement they're not going to be around anymore? 217-629-7970. That's the phone number here with Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk. And again, this hinging off of Lake Point Grill announcing that they're going to be ending their operations later in September. We definitely plan on getting out there to take in some of their delicious cuisine in the weeks ahead. But it's a sad note to pass along. That doesn't really leave that side of town that many options. I mean, they've got a sandwich shop there. They've got the Cracker Barrel there. I mean, you can sit down and have service at the Cracker Barrel, but it's definitely not the same atmosphere as Lake Point Grill. So what are some places that you think people need to go check out, or places from the past that you miss that aren't around anymore? 217-629-7970. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
Sure.
I miss Mountain Jack's, and I miss Gallagher's Steakhouse.
Oh my gosh, Gallagher's was awesome. Megan and I, we went there years ago, and just the low lit, they had that piano in the corner, nice intimate booth settings, not really high ceilings, so you could really kind of keep the conversation light. Gallagher's. I do miss Gallagher's. What else you got? You got places that you think people need to go check out before they close? Any places that have taken place of Gallagher's in your mind? No? All right. Okay. Well, going once, going twice, third time's a charm. 217-629-7970. So yeah, what famous or popular places do you think people need to go check out before they go by the wayside, or those who have gone by the wayside in recent years? What do you miss? All right, Lake Point Grill announcing they're not going to be around after September 24th. They're on Toronto Road, a great eatery. Doesn't really leave that side of town with many options. To get a nice sit-down service meal that's not like the Cracker Barrel. Because even like the Hen House on that side of town off of Toronto Road, they're no longer open, and that's a hit for that area as well. But what are some of the places that you miss, or maybe some of the places that you think people need to keep in mind because you never know what the future holds? And you got to think also, I don't know what the reasons are behind Lake Point Grill in particular, but it's not been an easy couple of years, right? It's been a really rough and tumble 2.5 years where people are entrepreneurs. They got broadsided, especially in the hospitality space, where they couldn't have indoor service because of the governor's orders because of COVID-19. We actually had a local issue of the county health department actually going to court to shut down a couple of restaurants here in Springfield during some of the parts of COVID, and that led to one restaurant saying they're done. They packed up and they were done. It was a newer restaurant, but it was still something that I think was getting some support. But the fact that they closed up after all of the COVID situation really, I think, says a lot about the current state of being a restaurateur. And the margins are already difficult to meet, but then when you get all these different things compounding on it, it can make it that much more difficult. But what restaurants from the past do you miss, and maybe what do you think people need to go check out before it's too late? Good morning, you're on WMAY.
Well, it was Foxfire, the one out there by Shields.
I think it was Fox Run. Fox Fire is still in court. They're a Galesburg eatery. They're still in court challenging the governor's COVID-19 mitigations. But yeah, Fox Run here locally over by Shields was one of those that was impacted.
Fox Run had the same problem as Foxfire, and they would have still been in business if it hadn't been for the governor. And I know there were people who were still supporting them during the scamdemic, and it was just unfortunate that they had to close because they were great people, great restaurant. And also, I know there was a local truck stop, Star 66. They're still around. They're one of my favorites. Great food, great prices. So I would recommend them. But they were struggling too during all of this, and I didn't know if they were going to stay open or not. But we support our local restaurants.
Yeah, I think that's an important message to get across is support those local restaurants. If you want that quality, that local, hometown type of feel, it's those local restaurants that you really got to get out there and support. One that, I was at Motorheads this past weekend with some friends I haven't seen in as long as 10 years, and we kicked back and enjoyed some drinks and some food. That's just a great atmosphere. I hope that we don't lose something like that. So that's on that side of town where Lake Point is. But it's a different quality. Motorheads is more kind of, you're going to go and get some deep fried wingdings or something. Lake Point was more of a place to, go with a nice romantic feel to it, for instance. Even saw comments from people saying that they had their wedding rehearsal dinner there. It's sad to see that Lake Point's no longer going to be there. But what do you think? What are some of the places that you miss that brings back memories, or maybe some of the places you think people need to go before it's too late? Good morning.
Morning, buddy. Hey, the one I miss immensely is Kara's Mongolian Barbecue. And, I mean, that place, my wife and I would eat there at least once a week.
I tell you what, we did. We did this weekend. We got some bulgogi beef, or some bulgogi barbecue marinade, and we slathered that on some ribs. Oh my God, it was so good.
Say more, Greg. Say more.
It was so delicious. Oh my gosh, I think I could take a bath in bulgogi marinade.
I don't disagree with you, sir. But so yeah, we would go there at least once a week. I mean, it would kind of be the start to our date night and our weekend. And we noticed that they had this huge space at that strip mall over between Wally World and Target, and yeah, we would ask the waitress who we knew on a first name basis, and she would just tell us, they're raising prices on rent, so they're basically shutting down half the area and everything like that. I mean, it just sucked. And so, of course, we would try to bring our friends there too. I had my birthday dinner there. We would try to make sure that we didn't lose it, but it seemed inevitable, to be honest. And a place that everyone needs to go, if you haven't yet, is Ritz's Little Friar.
Where's that at?
It's a local mom and pop shop. One is on North Grand, and then their other store is on Jefferson and Walnut.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't heard of that. I'll have to check that out. Appreciate the call. 217-629-7970. We'll get another one here. Places you miss that are no longer around. Eateries, places to go grab a bite. Or maybe a recommendation for places you think people need to go check out before it's too late. Good morning. You're on WMAY.
Good morning. Gabatoni's. Because I believe their dining room is still not open, but, I mean, the whole time you can still get takeout.
Yeah.
Or delivery, but their pizza is great. I love the atmosphere of the restaurant. If you have kids, it's very family friendly. But I miss going inside the restaurant.
Have they given any indication? And again, I don't know the people from Gabatoni's, but have they given any indication if they're going to open back up? I don't know if it's like a labor issue. You hear a lot about that, but
yeah, I don't know, and I think it's that they can't find staff, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, or it's not worth it to have the staff. I don't know.
That's rough.
Even when you go to a restaurant, I guess I'm confused on, well, what happened to all the people that did work there? Like everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, like fast food places. It's like, where did everybody go?
It's a great question. And I think, the labor market itself is they're still trying to figure out what's going on with the labor market. There's all these open jobs, and there's not people going out and working in those jobs, like for the hospitality sector, for instance. So, yeah, it's a question I don't have the answer to, and I think a lot of these restaurants are feeling that impact, trying to look for staff, but just not being able to, I guess, attract the staff back. So we'll see what happens there. Appreciate the calls. 217-629-7970 is the phone number. One place that we've found that's just awesome, it's over there on way west side of town on Wabash, Hibachi Madness. If you guys haven't had that, I would go check that out. They have sushi burritos. That's right, sushi burritos, the size of a burrito, but instead of a flour tortilla, they wrap it in seaweed, and you've got the rice, and you've got maybe it's some salmon you want in there with some cucumber and some spicy horseradish and spicy mayo and some wasabi on the side. So it's not just the sushi burritos; it's also the sushi tacos they have. So that's pretty good. Kind of hidden there in a strip mall area, way west Wabash. Another place that we just really enjoy going to is over there off of Clear Lake, and oh my gosh, it's escaping me right now. What is I think they got lobster, they got steak, they got it all. Why can't I think of the name right now? Surely you guys know what I'm talking about. Why can't I figure that out? Clear Lake. Oh, that's horrible. I feel so bad. I can't actually remember the name. That's sad and pathetic, Bishop. Come on. Maybe they need to advertise. But you guys know what I'm talking about. Somebody's going to call and be like, yeah, this is what it is. Quit being dumb. All right, give me a moment here. I'll figure it out. I swear to God. Yeah, somebody's calling. Here we go. Oh, full line. Okay, here we go. Good morning. What's the restaurant I'm thinking of?
Are you thinking of Chesapeake Seafood House? Hey, man, I got the bell. All right.
Why couldn't I think of that?
I don't know. I mean, we were just there. Yeah, people got to check that one out. I mean, if you're especially us, we just moved here from the Chicago area, so we're kind of used to more of the big city. But man, it's just, I mean, that's fun. That's good. That's good stuff there.
Chesapeake is, the atmosphere's great. The service is impeccable. The food's wonderful. The drinks are flowing, and it's always busy.
It sure is, Greg. And I will say for those of us, my wife and I are both visually impaired, and we went over there with some folks a few weeks ago, and just very, very helpful. They helped us with the menu. They helped us get to our seats and in and out of there and stuff. It's a little tricky to get in and out of, but it's a great place. And we just need to go there more often. We live on the west side. It's a good drive for us. But
we live South Sangamon County, and we'll drive all the way down to go to Chesapeake Seafood House. That's what it is. I don't know why I couldn't think. Thank you so much for.
Well, I'm glad I helped you.
Appreciate that. All right, 217-629-7970. One last call here. All right, we figured it out. Chesapeake, right?
Yeah, I can't believe you, Bishop. Good Lord. By the way, we just rediscovered Chesapeake after being gone for 3 years, in Raleigh. But I love Chesapeake. I love it.
Great.
Also, Bertie and Betty's down on Spring Street Pizza, and they also have a great horseshoe, in my opinion.
I haven't had their horseshoe. We get their pizza all the time, and they just recently had new owners. So that was a place that could have gone by the wayside, but somebody locally stepped up and bought it, and under new ownership, they're keeping it roaring. So yeah, Bernie and Betty's thumbs up. I agree.
Yes, sir. Take
Awesome.
care.
Appreciate it. All right. Appreciate everybody's calls here with Springfield's Morning News. I'm Greg Bishop on 92.7 WMAY, Springfield's News and Talk. It's how you, crowdsource. If you can't figure something out, you definitely leave it up to the callers to keep you playing.